Hello, everybody. My name is Renata Cinelli, and I am an Associate Professor at Australian Catholic University. Thank you very much to the ASPA School-Based Physical Activity SIG for the invitation and opportunity to present this webinar, which outlines some of my experiences working with some Pacific Island communities. Specifically, I'll share with you a couple of case studies and some of my learnings from being in the Solomon Islands and in Kiribati. So in terms of school physical education, a lot of what I saw was very traditional games and sports. There was an incredible level of high physical literacy. So there were highly developed skills in the preschools, primary schools and secondary schools. There's quite a high difference in what you would see children engaging in terms of building up physical literacy. And just to give you an example, this photo on the bottom right is a school on a small island. And in getting prepared for school physical education and a sporting competition that was taking place, they get the children out to do the garden maintenance. And what happens here is these children get these bush knives and the children walk around and they cut the grass. And this just involves swinging their arms and cutting the grass. You will also see children scale coconut trees and get coconuts down. So the physical skills are developed in some different ways in different places. And this is particularly true on rural islands. Carnival days, something that we saw take place in Kiribati and in Solomon Islands. They did volleyball, there was soccer, there was athletics and track and field. And I think something that was key was there was high community buy-ins. There was a lot of parent and family involvement from each of the schools. So high numbers showed up to support this. But the inter-school competitions depend largely on location and accessibility. So 4 of these things, transportation, money, food insecurity, and weather conditions, really play into whether or not these things can take place. When thinking about working in the Pacific, I want to emphasize that a one-size-fits-all approach is unlikely to work. The other thing is that relationships are far more important than the resources. So physical resources you can often find workarounds, but the relationships with the people that you're working with are really important. Capacity building is really important and more important than short-term intervention. So like I said, all good and well to bring equipment, but it's about being able to upskill and provide opportunities for people to learn and then be able to action things. Schools can be really great catalysts, but it's really important to think much more broadly than just schools, not in isolation.